everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last episode we continued the trial. Basically found out that Junko is the mastermind. And that she switched places with Mukuro Ikusaba. Yeah, Mukuro Ikusaba was Junko. Basically. The whole time. So yeah, that was the main thing that happened last time. I did get frustrated with the trial a little bit because I was having issues, but I figured it out. But yeah, there's nothing else to say, I guess. We're gonna get back into the game. I feel like I'm getting really close to the end, but I did hear there's some stuff after the trial probably. So hopefully, I don't know. I only have enough time to record like 2 episodes. Tops. So, because I am planning on streaming as well. So hopefully, I'm hoping I finish it today because I just want to play this game until the end and finish it. Yeah. But anyways, let's get back to the game. And it's, as you can see, it's very quiet right now. That is because Monokuma just said, I don't know, Monokuma seems defeated a little bit. He's been very quiet. I don't know what's going on. Alright.
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Maybe it's not actually Junko?
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. Really? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. Maybe? Okay, and I don't think this is what I need to question. Alright. Alright. I'm confused. Maybe? No. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I'm confused. I don't think that's it. Mukuro did not have a single scar or wound when she came. I don't think this is it either. Other than that, there is something else that's... Junko's face is covered. Hold on. What matters now is presenting the right evidence. It has to do with what Monokuma tried to keep me from seeing during the investigation. Oh, it's the DVD then. Okay, they gave me some more info though, so that's good. Okay, it must be the DVD.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now? Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. What? Oh, the moment of truth. Okay.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible. What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this?
Oh.
That's impossible!
Dang it, I failed. Ugh, it's hard. Okay.
I refuse to give up yet.
What do you want?
Okay.
That's impossible!
That wasn't it. Alright.
What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
So I was right. I must have been.
I'm not listening! What are you even talking about? That's impossible!
This should prove
There
it.
we go. I was right. I must have just... I don't know, I didn't do it at the right time or something.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. Her face is covered. Oh, her face. Oh, that's her head. Her face is covered. Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
See the back of her head.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, There's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face.
And they look about the same height as well. Yeah. Almost. Maybe maybe Mokuro's a little taller? I can't tell.
Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
Oh.
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
Closing argument. Oh, I haven't had to do this Actually, I don't think I even had to do this last time. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Let's look through it first. Okay, let's see. That's a body for sure. What could go here? Because this is when we first met. Maybe? I think this probably is that. Act 5. Maybe? I could always change it. Or this could be here. Or this is hard. Act 3. That's just that, so I don't think I need to use that. I'm confused. Or it could be this. Ugh! I think that's right. Not sure about this. I'm gonna
Here's
try it.
exactly what happened.
I don't think I'm right. Feel like something's wrong.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Okay.
The
So that's
girl we
correct.
saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the Mastermind, Junko, and Oshima.
Nope. No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Okay.
The killer is you!
There we go.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue. Until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Okay, that's correct. Ah.
Is I refuse to give up yet.
Alright. This one's hard. Okay, I have all the hearts back though. So let's be better this time. Okay. So let's see. This was correct. This one's hard. Okay. That's correct. This is what's not correct. Maybe? All right.
The killer is
Let's try this.
you.
I have full hearts, so if I mess it up.
We met the ult, but that what? Meanwhile, she wanted a.
Yeah, okay, that's correct.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
There we go.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Alright, I got it right.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. she needed to hide the body's true identity.
Yep.
She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima. That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Nothing.
What? Are you broken again?
Yep.
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally reveal
She left.
yourself.
Did she leave?
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
Oh, never mind.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Ultimate despair, Junko. Oh, she did have a bear in her hair. How did I not notice that?
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up
Her
a deed
voice.
already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No thanks.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind. She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It's definitely before I got to this school. But before arriving at school?
I got it! That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
Her voice is so weird.
So I was right.
It's like no emotion behind it or something.
Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back. With, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering
Oh
the
my
same
God.
questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh my God.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called Mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra, unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
That's why it gets me so excited.
What?
Huh? Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
She's so weird.
Super, 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 super despair.
Why does she have mushrooms on her head?
It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else. She must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
Well, I've been recording for over 30 minutes, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Because I feel like it's gonna keep going for at least 30 more minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, please go and check out some other Let's Plays that I've done down in the description below. I plan on doing, I've done a lot in the past, and I plan on doing more in the future. So if you have not already, please subscribe. I'm also on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you want to go check out my social media. And I've been streaming on Twitch for several years now, so if you want to come hang out with me while I play games like these, and you can see them actually live and talk with me and stuff, then you definitely should go and follow me on Twitch. And yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with another video. Bye.